Okay, y'all, TikTok made me do it. These are, of course, strawberries. Remember I was telling you about, stuff. These strawberries would just ripen and mold so quick. So putting them in that colander absolutely works. But also, when you first get them home, I take them out of the container. I put them in some water and vinegar and let them sit for about 10 minutes. Stir them around so to get the excess dirt and all that stuff off of them. Then pat them dry and then put them back in the colander in the refrigerator. And they last so much longer, almost a week. The last batch, not 1 ounce of mold. So I guess with this colander having some, oxygen breathable holes in them has helped the process. So again, thanks again, TikTok made me do it. Good morning, or good day, everyone. Y'all, I am doing sloppy joes. I just had a taste for them, and because I'm going to have the teens, or the young adults, I should say now, at the end of this week, because we're leaving out this coming up weekend to go to our Virginia trip for Lauren's graduation. So I thought, you know what, let me get ahead, get it done, and then it'll be already made, and I can help myself out along the way. But y'all, it's been a minute since I have cook because I've been eating just normally. I eat raw fruits and vegetables, and I'll just do little simple stuff like oatmeal or cream of wheat or something like that for breakfast. But anyway, so I'm gonna be making that, and that way it's done, because I've got a busy week ahead. So, and plus me and my mom, we're gonna be doing some Juneteenth stuff Thursday and Friday. So you just have to go ahead on and prep so you can do it. Moving. All right, y'all, let me get on and get this done. Ooh, y'all, it's a beautiful day out here. I am so lazy today, though. Ooh, I'm so lazy. I'm gonna just confess it, y'all. I'm just as lazy today. Ooh, I've been busy. But y'all, you know what? I need to go out here and get my trash can. I'm so ready to go to Virginia Beach. Oh. You know what, y'all? I want to talk about something real quick while I'm taking my little eye break. And I'm going to get into bed early tonight. I just feel like it. I was going to go to the movies. I still haven't gone to see Fast and Furious 10. Now, me and Kareem, we went to see the movie. We went Friday night. I snuck on out here and had a date with Kareem on Friday night. And we went and saw Transformers Rise of the Beast. It was good, y'all. It was good, so you need to go see it. All right, me and Kareem headed to the movies to see, y'all already know, Transformers. Right there.
Is that King Kong?
Hey, it might be.
Hey.
That's what we're going to see, y'all. So, Yeah, it was good. It was really good. But if I can find the comment, I'll insert it. But one of you had left a comment about, relationships and, how do you move on and move past relationships. And let me just say this: allow the servant of time, Time, allow the servant of time to do what it needs to do. I think when you're in a relationship and for whatever reasons that relationship has to come to a close, in other words, the season for that relationship has ended, it's over, and you know it. Of course, that relational human side of us, we're used to that familiarity. We know it's something that we have to let go. It's run its course for whatever reason. It's just not going to be a forever thing, till whether death do you part, whatever. And when you really understand that it's the end, and you gotta close that chapter, and you may have that strong love for that person, and maybe even still that desire, you have to make up in your mind and make that decision to walk away and let it go. It's easier said than done, absolutely. But if you don't allow time to heal you, to take its course, then you'll continue to vacillate. You'll continue to prolong the pain, the hurt, the disappointment. And I think a lot of times when we start asking those questions of what should I do? Should I do it? I think it's in us. When I was talking about intuition, your gut, we God gives us those things for a reason. I think we already know the answer. The question is, am I willing to go through the process of healing? Am I willing to go through the steps that it's going to take to get me through the process? If I truly want my steps to be ordered by the Lord, the question is, Lord, I recognize that this season of this relationship is over, so I need you to help me take the necessary steps to get through it. Because see, the question is, we'll go back and vacillate about, oh, should I, and you know, in your Noah, in your gut, in your intuition, all of those things, this is over. It ain't gonna. It's just run its course. We're not growing. We're not moving in the same directions anymore. You or that person is no longer interested in seeing the excitement of growing together. That person is not willing or is not interested in being in a relationship as to where you can learn from one another. Learn new things so that you can learn from one another about the new experiences in your life. I tell some people, sometimes boring is a good thing. I heard a man say this, look, I don't need to be entertained all the time. Sometimes It's good to be bored. Because boredom sometimes will keep you out of trouble. Boredom will keep you from having to look over your shoulder all the time. So sometimes it's okay to be bored. It's okay to just sit out on the porch and say absolutely nothing with your spouse. It's okay to be bored and you sitting on the couch watching a different TV program. Boring can be good. And a lot of times we want to, there's nothing wrong with spontaneity and a little excitement here or there. And if that's the relationship you're in and y'all are constantly having to entertain each other and that works for you, so be it. But again, the question is how do you cope? You just have to don't fight against the decision you make. If you have, again, in your intuition, in your knowing, in your knower, in your gut, if you know that a relationship has run its course and it's time to just let it be, when you make that decision, at that point, you have to make choices that follow in the line of that decision. Because what use is it for you to make a decision about anything in life, but you're doing everything adverse to the decision that you made? I think about people who say, "Ooh, I don't like drama. I don't like drama. I don't want drama in my life." But heck, I can't tell, because it seems like every decision you make, every step you make, every choice you take, it leads you into drama. So it's like I can't tell. So when it comes to relationships, allow time, allow the servant of time to heal you, to get you through it. Sometimes you have to walk those type of things alone. Keep your pie hole shut your mouth, and go through what you need to go through. Sometimes you're going to have to sit in the pocket where you just going to have to feel the sting and the brunt of whatever disappointment or whatever didn't work out. You're going to go through stages of anger. Go through those stages of anger. You're going to go through stages of being upset. You're going to hold on to what could have been. Or you might sing this song, "Baby, we can try again. Try. Baby, we can try again." Sometimes you'll go through that. But I have found in my life and in my experiences, when it comes to relationships, and it don't have to be that of a marital one, it could be of any type of relationship. When you recognize, when you have to start constantly, and you have become miserable, and sometimes you have to look at it like this. Sometimes when relationship ends, it's not necessarily a failure. It could be just simply, you know what, the Lord put me in that person's life because they are the ones who needed healing in a certain area. Maybe I have become the answer to that person's issues. See, a lot of people automatically assume just because somebody is no longer together or not in a relationship or business or whatever relationship is it's not necessarily always a negative thing, but we attach failure to it. But sometimes it could just be simply, you know what, it's run its course. I learned much. I love this person much. We shared much. But you know what, right now, in this particular season in my life, I recognize it's over. So let me begin to heal and go through what it is I need to go through so I can get to the other side. See, I think a lot of times we so focused on what we have to go through instead of looking at our end result. Oh, I'm on the other side of that thing. I feel good. I'm healed. See, again, I got to put myself in that situation. Again, going back to me in my health journey. Oh my God, over almost a year ago, I'm almost at 100 pounds drop in loss. But see, I couldn't focus on what I was gonna have to go through, getting up at 5 a.m. Look, baby, I just had to go through it. And you know what I focused in on? Oh, I'm on the other side of that. I'm almost 100 pounds lighter, feeling a whole lot better. Body ain't aching and in pain. Do I still got a little bit more improvements to make and a little more ways to go? Absolutely. But you know what I had to learn how to start doing? I had to focus on, oh, I'm on the other side of this thing. God stepped in there with me and caused me to endure to my expected end. So again, I think if we begin to renew our minds and renew our hearts that, yeah, we already know when we have to make those tough decisions in our lives. And whatever that is. Oh my God. Whenever we have to make those tough decisions in our lives, focus and look at where I'm going to be. Focus and look at the end result. Or you know what? That joker sure was hurt me. That joker cheated on me, lied to me, all whatever that is. But one day I'm gonna be on the other side of that thing, and I'm gonna be able to skip down the road and whistle Dixie. Cause we know we gotta go through it to get to the what? Other side of it. We know we gotta allow what? Time to help us maneuver through it. We know these things. And like I said, I'm not telling you something that I don't know. I've had to do it a few times in my life. Yes, I've had to do it. I've had to say, I've loved that man much. We had wonderful, great times. We're ending this last relationship I ended. Great respect, adoration, all that. But we recognize. Won't no knockdown, drag out. See, sometimes the way you enter a thing can also be the way you exit a thing. With respect, love, adoration. Now I understand some relationships, if we're talking about companionship relationship, some relationships ain't gonna end that way. I understand that. But one thing I said to myself, Tanya, don't vacillate. Oh sure. Could I have picked up the phone and say, baby, we can try again. Try. Oh yeah, we could have done, we both could have done all that. But the thing of it is, if we both really want to try, we could have been trying it and making sure we did it while we was in it. Oh, absolutely. And one thing I've learned about relationships, as you continue to grow in that relationship and the expectation, that expected end is not going to happen, that's when you have to move on and receive, accept, and tell the Lord, thank you for everything that you learned along the way. That's what I had to do. That's what worked for me. So again, when you make a decision to end a relationship, how you get over a relationship, how you deal with it, how you handle the ups and downs, the happies, the sads of it, you let time, let the servant of time heal you, and don't play games with yourself. Again, and the most important thing I want to leave with y'all, anytime you know you need to make a hard decision, and you have to do what's best for you and your mental, the decisions that you make a decision. Just like me, I made a decision. I'm going to get this weight off me because I want my latter years to be greater than my former. I want to not feel like this. I don't want to have to. So I committed and made a vow to myself, and I placed it at the feet of the Lord. And in my most success, and because I am successful with the help of the Lord. It wasn't perfect. It didn't look perfect when I did it, but I had to do it based on what I knew I could do. And I allowed the servant of time to get me to where I needed to be. One of the most important things, if you don't take anything from this video, is that whenever you make a decision and you know it's something that you got to do, a hard decision or a decision that's going to take you through some changes, continue to make choices. Continue to select things that continue to push and press you toward the mark. Continue to make decisions that get you in alignment with the decision that you make. Because as soon as you start backtracking, as soon as you start making other decisions that are not in alignment or have an adverse effect to the decision you make, you're going to make it back hard on yourself. My neighbor's child over there, something that went to the left. And honey, she over there crying. But anyway, y'all, I hope this has helped. Again, a lot of things are easier said than done, and I understand that, but you have to use the servant of time to help you. You really do. And let one day pass, one day at a time. Make a decision, one day at a time. Make the choice that continues to push you toward the mark, to the decision you make that brings you to your expected end. Amen. All right, y'all. I love you. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye-bye.